Diego's the immortal VP.
Naku, lakad mo tatang!
Ability in the lanes, because they could lane the Luna Marcy on the top lane, depending on what the entity end up picking.
Ooh.
Oh, the Toby
Okay.
Venom Man's their last pick. It's a specialty.
That is a classic.
So do you have a little bit of faith in it? Because we haven't really seen...
Yeah, very difficult to zone him out of lane, especially with those one charges. Toby sitting around half HP, which is dangerous territory when Fly and Arteezy can put the poison touch on him and just get first blood. Easy as that. Kataomi also dropping pretty low, but no straight follow through from EG to get the secondary kill.
Very good job moving outside the XP range, leaving that XP to Nightfall. He understands that once the Knight managed to be able to get the... Oh, TP rotation, never mind.
Yeah, Fly very far forward. Heals himself up, but the dispose on Toby. They don't mind if Fly dies here as long as they kill the Veno. Keep Arteezy farming and move to the secondary target. Catch out Kataomi with a few more glaives. The Fairy Fire is there. Does he have another Lucent Beam? 3 seconds.
Dispose is
still
available.
On cooldown, you're right. He's got Dispose, so Kataomi trying to position himself as crit under tower, rebounds across the Luna for not another kill in that top lane for EG. But look at this. Batrider's in. He's desperate for the Luna. He just ignores crit completely. Into the tree line, aim for Arteezy, kill the Luna off, and Entity gets something back.
And this is a rotation without even using a TP, without even using a lasso, so next time they kind of do the same thing. Stormstormer could be able to TP and rotate. But overall, I think this is well worth it. Nightfall, again, getting some XP on the bottom lane, about to hit level 5, did bring a lot of these small items. He got the chainmail, understanding where the real threat is coming from the bristleback, and also infused raindrop to be able to spam things out.
With Marcy here, Fly onto Stormstormer, there you go. Trying to heal up crit, but Stormstormer pretty tanky with a wand and the Windlace to maneuver himself back over the crystals, but still falls. Abed using every single point of mana to perfection to get that kill. And again, Fly, he's fodder. Don't mind if he dies. He drops a couple. Gap has increased to about 800, so Abed way out in front. As we see Stormstormer
with some aggressive moves, invading enemy jungle, stealing some stacks.
Speaking of aggression though, Abed with his 2 supports, roaming and ganking into the bottom lane. Saberlight, he's a tanky bristle with a cold embrace. They'll keep him alive for a second longer, but that magic burst that EG has,
they're not done
and
yet.
The maneuverability from Abed lets him get on top of the Crystal Maiden. Fishman down and out, well, Nightfall.
And here come Nightfall.
His turn to dive. Wants to get under the tier 1.
This is going to be an extra easy kill for them. Abed might even pick up a triple.
Give it to Abed. Let the Storm get in there.
Never mind.
He's TPing away.
Does not want to risk anything.
Nightfall will find it. Through the cold embrace with the Void, and 7-3 EG leading.
These rotations from both supports and Abed early on.
To go in jungle and take stacks earlier, or?
Not sure why Boots of Speed. Like, usually we do see bristles. Like, Soul Ring is fine if you don't have anyone that gives you mana, but Crystal Maiden, oh, Abed's already trying to make an initiation on Storm.
Yeah, this 1v1 is not one that Stormstorm is going to win, especially when Arteezy makes it a little unfair, and the rest of EG, oh, they're all there. 5
it was
heroes.
Double damage on Storm, plus extra 25 from Lunar Blessing.
Yeah, he's got some hefty hits.
And Sidekick on top of that. That's 2 points in Sidekick.
No
extra 35.
And the dive again. Nightfall, he's found the angle to come in onto the Wyvern. EG's aggression, seemingly unstoppable at this point. Fly is being left to die, though, as Fishman and Toby.
He can't DP out because of the Frostbite. We'll try to maybe prolong, but gets nuked down immediately. And it's really good that they are taking some pressure off Arteezy, because he still needs to get back into the game. They need an extra hero.
Oh, the smoke breaks next to an Ops Ward. They're going for Saberlight. They're straight onto this Bristleback. 3v1, the Maiden tries to help out. Does have the freezing field, but the disposed back.
Well, get silenced.
Arrival. He's stanced up, so cancelled out, and Saberlight dead with no saves. Entity not here, ready to respond, and they'll lose 2 heroes.
A little too aggressive. I think this type of a play is okay if you have Wyvern behind you instead of a Crystal Maiden, where you can try to split up the fight to maybe get a 1 kill with the Curse. But right now, a lot of Entity's heroes with Aghanim Scepter didn't go for Hood, just went for straight up, as we mentioned, Vanguard. And yeah, that's going to be like 17 minutes, Aghanim Scepter plus Vanguard. So this is the time where they're going to try to strike. Position themselves around the Roche pit, try to take one fight. Oh, this is a big kill.
Easy Eclipse for Arteezy. Huge kill for them, and Toby, he's preemptively popped his hood, but Nightfall, even with a Gale on him, just gives chase onto the Venomancer. Poison Oak is thrown out, he'll still die. And no kill threat.
Crit needs to be denied.
He's gonna lifesteal.
He's gonna try.
Pops his stick. He's gonna be fine, isn't he?
He's okay.
He's
Yeah,
got
Dazzle's
flight.
here as well.
Positions 1 and 3. And Storm are playing this Bat Rider, who can try and scale, but crit straight in.
Oh no, BKB.
BKB. And look at Nightfall. He's there with the crippling fear, focusing down the maid. Cold Embrace and the lasso will drag the Night Stalker away, but Arteezy comes in. He's got some hefty damage, but he's stunned. He's rooted. Chain disabled. They dispose one back, but Crit, he's burning in the fire and the poison, while Arturi's got to turn and fight. Arbed does still have this Aegis of the Immortal as they bring down Saberlight. One more hit will do the job. And
Arbed wants to die. He's giving them
down.
high five. Grave already used. Everyone is low HP, but the Entity, they don't have anything to strike back with. It's Night Vision and the Lunar Blessing Global. Not usually the talent we see, but they want to be able to see Wyvern and kill him. They also want to see Batrider potentially getting the first initiation. Toby in a lot of trouble.
They get the lasso on Arteezy. Can they focus him down? He's so tanky. He BKBs up, Eclipses out, Saberlight. He's just dying to these lucent beams landing on his head. Nightfall's already picked up another kill, and Arbed, he sliced Fishman in half. 3 heroes gone.
I think Entity has one more where Entity is going to come from. Roshan did respawn. This is Aegis plus a shard. Luna doesn't have a shard yet, so she's going to be picking it up if they get Roshan, and it looks like they will. Toby being pinked out by Arteezy. They saw him.
Yeah, Venomancer blasted even through the Cold Embrace, and Crystal Maiden found and picked off in the back lines too. A couple of buybacks from Entity here, still wanting to try and contest this Roshan take. Fly can grave himself and a TP out again. He knows this.
These Shadow Amulet's not going to be as strong. I also saw Night Stalker going for Nullifier. Does have a Basher on top of that, and it's going to take a while until he farms the Nullifier, but still.
Feels like the game might just end before then.
It's time to siege the high ground.
Lincoln's on Arteezy, so they can't lasso and drag him back. He's holding Aegis, has BKB, and an impregnable push here by EG. The catch on Crit. Storm is in. BKB's up, but they can't kill him. Fishman loses his life.
Saberlight already low HP.
While Kataomi's picked off. Both supports gone. GG is called. And Evil Geniuses quite straightforward here in game 1.
Like, no real mistakes made by EG in game number 1. A masterclass performance.
You buy a shard.
You don't have a
Just
choice
press
when all the healers you want to play are banned out.
Yeah.
Alright, they picked the Bane, 24
I mean,
Bane.
this is a Fishman hero, but I just feel like, again, like Entity, don't you feel like they've wasted second pick? Like they end up with this 24 hero, I'm not too sure, like...
Kill couriers.
You don't. Just a couple of courier snipes on the way back. Great positioning from the Bane. And gets his own to deliver some more regen to himself.
That's
All
the
the
first
damage on Toby. Nightfall with that plasma field. Up to level 2. Maxing that out over the
He's dead
static
as
link,
well.
and he's going for Fishman now as well. The impetus hits,
Oh, turns around. Great play by Fishman.
but Fishman keeps himself alive, ever so barely. While Crit is going to deny himself to the tower, I believe. Dire killing off the Undying back at the tier 2. A nightmare there on Nightfall. They've got the Malefice and a few hits coming in, but Fly, he's going to try and body block and zone them away. Plasma field, again, some good damage onto Fishman. And
Great turnaround play from EG. And also keeping Toby very low. Toby does have Urn of Shadows, but no charges. It's very important that you potentially get
the
like...
rest of them very much about counter-carrying with this Razor and building up some big old stats and right-click damage with the TB.
Completely different game from what the EG had in the previous, because they had Storm, Night Stalker, Marcy. They could move around the map and force these fights, but now they need to bring numbers. Kataomi keeping himself alive.
Tomb is down though, and TB arrives. Saberlight focusing it down. The coil going to snap in there. Fishman nightmares himself as Nightfall is deep under this tier 1. Toby hunted by Arbed with another waning rift, but the Razor's about to die. Fishman, with the help of the familiars, finds him while Toby dead under his tower. EG, a 2-for-3 trade, which they come out in an advantageous position as long as they escape without any more losses.
They're more than fine with this, because...
Defend the catapult. Kataomi is level 6. Looking for a curse. Won't be handed it, and Crit comes in. Level 3
dropped the Tombstone.
They're going to zone them all away. The Courier is just standing there while the Winter's Curse does come in on the Undying.
Bra, please stop attacking me.
Oh.
And gonna burst him with the Soul Assumption. They
Storm
caught
Stormer.
Fishman, though.
And they did under tower. Again, the trade, 1 for 1. There's tier 1 tower glyphed up. Catapult still going, whacking away at the building. As Entity have to break the 2. It was dewarded and rewarded. Fishman keeps the vision going. Fly back in again to get rid of it. It's the crippling fear. Silences the Undying. The tombstone can still come though as he gets away from Saberlight. The cold embrace, it keeps him in place.
Toby looking for an angle.
Comes in with a high ground. The Winter's Curse on 3, catches the Razor. They'll kill off
That's a good
Nightfall.
curse.
Beautifully done by Kataomi. And
But
they
a lot
are
of
still,
zombies, they need to fall back from this because Tombstone is not getting addressed.
But they're still holding Black Hole. Toby has an opportunity. Fly, very little they can do to stop it outside of the puck talent.
You need still to snap the coil, so he'll be
True.
okay.
That's true. Arteezy hunted. Invis Stormstormer. And Saberlight over the top of the trees. Quick and free onto Arteezy. While Crit, the Undying being found here. Saberlight just chases him down. Entity, they're up and running now. A catch onto the Razor as well. Just 1 by 1, they're toppling dominoes over. EG, they'll BKB up on the Razor, but the grip comes from Fishman, holds him in place, and Saberlight whacks him down into the ground.
Multiple BKB piercing abilities. We still have not seen Enigma use the black hole, but sometimes threat to run away. 15 seconds until the curse is available, but Toby is there to counter-initiate if EG finds an opening.
Well, EG are the ones to come to this spire and ward it up first. Stormstormer, coiled and dusted. Stone formed though, and the catch on Crit in the back. He's trying to heal himself with the Holy Locket, but Saberlight has his number while the curse. It's on Arbet. Entity blow them up, and Toby, he's got the black hole they've been waiting for. Solos Arteezy, and a nightmare
they get the nightmare.
catches. The TP cancelled. Down you go, Fly. The Enchantress getting picked off as the last casualty of war.
They see Stormstormer, but he was already invis. He also does have a Gem of True Sight and gets coiled, uses Stone Form. So you're either Cold Embrace, Curse, Nightmare save, or even Stone Form.
It feels like at this point, well, Fishman are trying to take the outpost. He is slowed down, but in comes Saberlight. Oh, he's found Abed's puck. Is he just going to kill off the puck
No,
before she can get
Force
away?
Staff, still in it.
The curse comes in, and now Arteezy will rip apart his teammate. Kataomi claims the kill while Saberlight finishes off Nightfall's courier. EG on the run. They can't continue fighting. There's no meta for 30 seconds. And Stormstormer, Saberlight, they combo up to go back in. This Night Stalker, he is a nightmare for EG.
Not just him, also Bane causing these nightmares as well, and they're still not done. Night Stalker chasing.
He's poking. He's prodding.
His initiations were really on point.
Yeah,
Tombstone on the high ground, time to fall back for Entity. Do not take this fight. If they try to get a little bit out of the area, go for it.
They just go straight on Arteezy.
Toby, no black hole.
He's gone in with a Midnight Pulse. Malefice on the Terrorblade. Silence will end though. Saberlight, he's not gonna get sundered though, forcing Artura away. Fly trying to save the TB. Gets himself to high ground. Stormstormer, Kataomi, Saberlight, do you go for this? You know Arteezy's so very low. They get a couple of kills on supports, and they're pushing high ground 28 minutes in. Is Abed being soloed by Kataomi? The picture there of the Winter Wyvern flapping towards the puck, and now Saberlight, he's come into play. Quick little Ghost Scepter out, jumping around. Abed getting some sick outplays. Still low on HP and resources though, as the Winter Wyvern will get blown up.
They
but
found him with the grip.
Finding Abed's puck, dead for 50 seconds, and with Roshan alive, well, Entity don't even back up towards it. They want to go high ground.
They definitely do.
Needs it. Up against this crippling fear to get away from potential. Now black holes if he sees the Enigma jump in. And both teams smoking. It's desperation from EG and domineering from Entity. They catch out Crit. Tombstone's down. Can't do too much about Saberlight now. They found Abed's puck as he's blown up. No buyback. And Arteezy will try to stand his ground and fight, but it's nightmare. Saberlight's killed off the Tombstone.
Another layer of
Nightfall,
silence.
Another BKB up, but they're silencing this Arteezy. TB. Left to right, he drifts away with his Force Staff. Stormstormer healed up by the Cold Embrace. And Saberlight, he's being sundered up, but Toby's in. He'll black hole the TB, solo him down, no cares in the world, and GG called. Entity tie things up 1-1. Not a comfortable game for EG.
Do you think it's gonna be a new hero for Toby or for Saberlight?
I mean, what did I tell you?
Like, we don't know what lane the heroes are going to, right? Like, it's very flexible.
I mean, I hope they put the...
Pretty speedy to get away from the link, while down at bottom, Arteezy is being battered by the Arctic Burn and the hits from the Beastmaster, but with the Shadow Word there, it's Fly who's the one in trouble. Pops his wand, had some charges, but dies to Saberlight.
A lot of slow.
Comes.
Boar plus Splinter Blast and also Arctic Burn. Very difficult for Warlock to survive in this lane, especially.
Crit has struggled to get in on top of this Bane, while Razor doing pretty well for himself. We're very soon going to have top 3 cores of that net worth board all be entities. Good avalanche from Stormstormer, bottles the Arcane Rune. The coil comes in onto him as Nightfall's Exo, focusing the Tiny. EG bring numbers. Crit will die, but the big kill onto Stormstormer will be claimed up by the Death Prophet.
I like that Arteezy is going back to bottom lane, or at least he tried to go bottom and pick up an extra wave. Good sleep from Fishman will keep him alive.
Yeah, he wanted the courier though, didn't he?
Arteezy wants to get any farm that he can, because a lot of heroes did show near the Roshan, so he thought, you know what, Beastmaster can't really solo kill me. Fishman, in the end, he dies.
Hey, he drags them away from any kind of tower push or any core kill. So Exorcism kills the Tiny, kills the Bane. Decent maneuver there from Nightfall.
You also do have Alchemist, so you always feel like you're on the clock.
Do you fear that Abed is too far behind? 7,000 net worth, bottom of the cores. He's given a lot of room to Arteezy to pick things up right as the hook shot. Hang on a second, Crit. He's found the Wyvern, a key target. Gets up to the high ground, but burnt alive as Arteezy stuns himself in the back there. Focusing down Nightfall, though. The coil there as the roar from Saberlight catches Warlock. Doesn't have Golem or anything like that, so picked off in a 2-for-1. The buyback from Wyvern allowing Entity to continue fighting, and Arteezy, he's being burst down by the Stormstormer Tiny. Crit inside his own cogs, killed off. The Saberlight Hawk comes in and snipes him.
They didn't have Rock available to reinitiate, still on cooldown for 15 seconds.
Champion's Aura. Another little Hawk dive bomb maybe opens things up for Toby to kill off Fly. Arteezy and Crit toying with the Razor, but a good BKB gets away from the concoction. The Golem defensively dropped on top of them. Kataomi does still have that curse to play around with as Crit blown up by Saberlight. They've killed the Golem. A 3-man coil comes. Roar cancelled out a little bit by the phase shift. They can't get the target in onto the puck, but Stormstormer's in the back. Blows up the DP. EG are crumbling. Crit is brought back to try and continue this fight, but there's no way back in. Entity so strong as this 5-man unit. Abed, he's hiding behind the tree line. They're going to find the puck here, potentially no. They shift away, look for Crit instead. Focus the Clockwork as the easier target, and the Granite Golem pummels him down.
Nicely done by Entity. A bit of a savior butt assist syndrome there from EG, because they could have let Warlock die and not take that fight. Instead, the Clockwork initiates, gets the pushback. Nicely done by him, but then Razor commits with the BKB, which means that the rest of the Entity squad will be able to back him up. They're like, oh, Razor's in. This is our real carry. You know, Saberlight's playing Beastmaster, so we better save that Razor.
A Stormstormer finds an easy pick on the Warlock. Well, Arteezy. Oh, this is dangerous. He doesn't have TP.
Oh, he found him.
They find him inside the tree line. Dive bomb there. We'll catch him with a stun. Concoction launched out, but too little too late. EG just don't seem synchronized. They're all over the place, not playing together, dropping ultis when Stormstormer, oh, he's hunting. Sablight's down here as well. Can they find him? Vision is there. Sentry and Ob spots Stormstormer. They've got Ancients coming across as well. Concoction in, Fatal Bonds as well as Crit. He's trying to get himself out of here. The focus in towards Abed, though. They just killed the puck. No escape for Abed, and the Plasma Field slows them down. Nightfall, and Crit jet packing up to the high ground. And Toby's diving.
He does have another Plasma Field.
He can go in for the kill. He'll find the Warlock too. They've roared Nightfall. What can Arteezy even do? They'll lose the Death Prophet inside their own base.
And he's getting grip.
Is there as well. They've killed them all off. EG are dead. Entity are going to break the Radiant base. And EG was
That's
so
a full
close.
steam wipe with the Beastmaster's aura.
Shard on the Tiny now. Abed. Ooh. He used his phase shift. Dive bomb in. Catch the puck. Silence comes, so no toss back. Crit being whacked around by the big bone sword of Tiny while they grip Arteezy. They found the Alchemist, the big kill for Entity, and they'll take him down. No buyback for him. 2 heroes gone on EG, and that's got to be the end of their run. Entity aim for buildings, look for the finish, and focus down this final lane of barracks. Nightfall cleared through, they get the golem from Fly, crit jetpacks in, but there's nothing he can do.
And
Good
this is
game
it,
call.
EG calls it. They are eliminated from this Arlington Major. Entity showing some really good stuff, not just in this series, but also throughout the tournament.